What luxury pieces are on my wish list for 2023? It is a big list and I am actually going to need your help with a bit of a dilemma. Hey everyone, Steph here. My wish list then is quite an extensive one for 2023. I have on this list, for the first time ever actually, a few jewelry pieces, some accessories that I'll be sharing with you, and of course, there are some bags on my wish list for this year. And I've never done this before, but this is going to be like a little mini series, okay? I'm going to be sharing with you the pieces on my wish list in this video, and then episode 2 we are going to be heading to London and tracking down some of these pieces because I haven't seen all of them in real life before, and I feel like actually going to see something in real life you can get a much better gauge of how it might work for you, the weight of the bag, how it looks, how you might style it, what I might wear it with. This has definitely been one of my mistakes throughout my luxury journey, where I have maybe purchased things and haven't really thought about when and where and how I'm going to actually use them. So I'm hoping that episode 2 is going to be really, really fun tracking down some of these pieces. I might also track down some of your wishlist pieces. So let me know, send me a message over on Instagram via direct message. My handle is at handbag_holic. Let me know what is on your luxury wishlist for this year. And if you would like to see me go to London, try it on and give you my thoughts on the piece that you are thinking of purchasing, let me know. And episodes 3 and 4 will include a decluttering so that I can raise some money for these new pieces. And hopefully number 4 might be an unboxing of one of these pieces so that we can kickstart off the year the right way. Make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video because I'm going to be revealing my most wanted item from this wish list. With no further ado, I will pop links in the description box for you so that you can shop this video super easily. Okay, so we're going to dive in with accessories. These are some fashion and accessory pieces that I would like to add to my collection. And I have focused so heavily on designer bags in terms of my luxury. I do have a few fashion pieces, but I definitely feel like I have a lack of really great quality luxury pieces in certain areas. One of those is my belt collection. I have no belts anymore. I had the Gucci Marmont belt, which I decided to sell because I was seeing it everywhere and I don't regret that decision. There are some belts that I do want to add to my collection. And we have 3 on the wish list. The first one is the Christian Dior belt. This is the CD belt. I would like a thick leather one. I'm not exactly sure which colorway I would like yet, but I would really like this. I need to go and try them on. I would like to be able to wear it as a waist belt, but also round jeans as well. I'm not sure if I need to pick like 2 different sizes to be able to do that. So I need to go and try those on to see if it's possible. The second belt is one from Hermes. This is the mini Constance belt. I have had my eye on the Constance belt for quite a long time now, and I wanted the big one originally, but they do scratch really easily because these belts are actually plated with gold. So when I saw the mini one, I was like, actually, I think that's going to suit me a lot more. And again, I'm really hoping that I can wear it as a waist belt and also a belt around jeans or trousers. There's definitely been occasions where I know if I'd have had this belt, I would have worn it already. So that is a really good sign that this is going to be a good purchase. Now, another belt that I've fallen in love with on the Hermes site is the Kelly Garden Party belt. So this is like a perforated belt. It comes in some really bright colours. I love the ones like with the gold hardware. That is definitely the way that I would go. I would also get the Constance with the gold hardware. And maybe the Constance actually I could wear with more jeans and trousers, and this Garden Party would be more of a waist belt just to put on, you know, with like a white flowing dress in summer, just to add a pop of colour to my look. Quite a few Hermes pieces on the list. So 2 belts from Hermes there, 1 from Dior. Okay, the next item, by the way, I've got my list here on my phone if you see me. That is why I'm looking at it to remember, because this is quite an extensive wish list. So another one from Hermes, the next item is I have quite a few high street shoes that I find really comfortable. I find myself gravitating towards them a lot. I have made a few mistakes when it comes to designer shoes and buying items that are really beautiful, but maybe aren't so functional, to the point I find them, you know, quite painful to use, and then I just don't use them. So this one is definitely, I need to try this on. This is the Hermes Paris loafer. If you've got these loafers, please do let me know in the comments down below what you think to them. I really like them. They have the H on the front. They have the royal loafers, which kind of have these like tassels on the front. I like them, but I'm not too sure if they're a bit too much. I think maybe the plainer ones would work for me. And then the next item on the list is another pair of shoes from Hermes. And I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this, so please bear with me. Let me know if you know how to say it in the comments. The Giulia sandal. And it's basically the Kelly lock across the front with like a thick piece of leather. I feel like the Hermes Orans are really done now. I see absolutely everyone with a pair and I think they do look beautiful, but for me I would like something more understated that I definitely don't see a lot of people wearing. Now I have seen a flat version of this on Instagram and I've seen a heeled version. I can only see the heeled version on the Hermes website currently in black with like a silver lock. Ideally, I would prefer a gold or a rose gold lock because it will match more of my accessories and my jewelry. So these might just be one of those that's kind of stay on my wish list until I finally find the perfect color combination. But I absolutely love them. I'm actually really excited to get a pair of these because I can see myself wearing them loads in summer. And the two other pieces that are on my wish list, like accessories, fashion. The first one, and I need to try this on again. So when we head to London for episode 2, I am going to try and track this bad boy down because I'm not too sure. It will either look great or not so good. You know, that type of cut that it will either just really suit you or really not. That is this. This is the Jacquemus zipped blazer. I've had my eye on this for the longest time and it kind of has these straps which go round and it has a little zip in the middle. Now, I'm not so sure about the arms and how the shoulders will look when I wear this. So I need to track one down, I need to try it on. They all come, I believe, with silver zips, which again is a bit of a shame because it won't really match my jewelry or my bags, but it's just been one of these things. It's been on my far-fetched wish list for the longest time now, and I just need to go and try one on and see whether I need to commit to this. I have a Balmain blazer, and I guess in episode 3, when I maybe do a bit of a clear out to raise money for funds, if I do decide to get this blazer, I might actually sell the Balmain blazer because I feel like it is a classic and it does look really beautiful, but I feel like so many high street brands have kind of replicated it now. Let me know how you are feeling about the Balmain blazer. I don't really wear mine, to be honest with you. And maybe something like this, which is a little bit more edgy, but I've never actually seen anyone wearing this in real life. Definitely might be the way to go for me. Okay, and then finally, the 7th item, the accessory before we move on to bags that I would like to add to my collection in 2023, I think, is actually a piece of jewelry. So I'm not a huge jewelry fan. I don't have a big jewelry collection. It's not been something that I have really invested in. It is an area that I don't know a whole lot about. Obviously, I understand precious metals and gemstones, but in terms of like price points, I just feel like it's absolute minefield. And there's certain brands like Cartier that I feel like certain pieces have been done a lot. So this is a recognizable piece, but maybe not so much like the Love bracelet from Cartier, for example. So this is the Bulgari Viper bracelet or the ring. And I was thinking a piece of jewelry because I have some work goals specifically around this YouTube channel for this year. And I was thinking if I hit those work goals, I would like to have a piece of jewelry that I will have for the rest of my life that I can look back on and kind of pinpoint it to a really special moment in my career. So I'm kind of preempting what that jewelry piece might be. I definitely want to attach it to something really great. So you've got the solid gold bracelet. I would definitely go for yellow gold. I know that because again, it will match a lot of my other jewelry and my bags. You can get the solid gold snake bracelet or you can get the ones with like the diamonds in the head and tail. There has just been quite a big price increase on these, but I believe they've both gone up around £800 to £1,000 each. And then the ring is quite significantly cheaper, and this is now just over £1,600 here in the UK. I feel like a bracelet would be a great one to kind of wear all the time. I do like the look of the ring, but again, these are pieces that I need to try on in real life. I want to see whether I do actually love them as much as I do when I look online. And if I don't, maybe I would just get like a beautiful jewelry piece that maybe isn't branded, just go down the route of more like the gemstone or the diamond carat, something like that. Please do let me know what you think to like designer jewelry and Bulgari jewelry in general. Let me know. But yeah, I'm thinking a really special piece that I can keep forever because I do already have a lot of bags. Whew, wow, okay. We already have a very expensive wish list and that is without any bags. And guys, I have 12 bags on my wish list for 2023. And I've got a bit of a dilemma that I need to get your thoughts on. So make sure you stay tuned because in this space, and I definitely would really appreciate some other luxury lovers' thoughts on this one. 12 bags. In the next video, episode 2, we are going to be going to London and finding these pieces so I can try them on because there's quite a few I haven't actually seen. I'll be sharing a little bit about why they're on my wish list as well. So one of the things that I do like to do is I have a spreadsheet, a template, and I input in here my wish list items, how much they are, and then I start to prioritize them and also make any notes in terms of are they similar to anything else. This really helps me to see which items I would like to buy first, especially because a lot of the luxury brands right now are having huge price increases. I definitely feel a pressure to get some of these items sooner rather than later and almost panic purchasing them. And I know a lot of people don't like to panic purchase. I don't like to panic purchase, but at the end of the day, especially with inflation here in the UK, I can see some really big price increases happening. So I really want to prioritize the pieces that I want first and to get them as quickly as possible this year. So I will be panic purchasing some of these items. The first bag on the wish list for 2023 is the Prada Gold Galleria bag, or a similar bag, but I definitely know I want to add a gold bag to my collection this year. And I have my gold crystal Falabella bag from Stella McCartney already, which I love, but I would like to add a lighter gold and something that is like a leather, like a smooth, not with crystals on, just a plain gold bag, because I feel like this would behave like a really beautiful neutral, and I think I would actually get quite a lot of use out of a gold bag. I feel like you can dress them up and make them a bit more like festive, autumn, winter time, but I do think teamed with like a beautiful white dress, a gold will act like a really great neutral. So the Prada Gold Galleria bag, I tried this one on already in London. I would like to try it on again. I tried the crystal one and the plain version. I actually preferred in person. I know the crystal one on camera looks better, but I actually preferred the other one in real life, and I could definitely see myself wearing that so much more. This one currently retails at £2,300, and yeah, there are a few other brands bringing gold bags out right now, so I haven't completely committed to this one, but I definitely really like the Saffiano gold leather from Prada. Bag number 2 is one that I am tempted by, okay, but this probably won't be like this. By the way, this list is not in any order. I will be having to order them after the next video once I've seen them in person. That is when I'm going to like chop and change my spreadsheet, my wish list, and order the items that I want much better in like chronological order. But the second one I'm tempted by is the Prada crossbody tote bag. I don't believe this bag has a name. It is just under the tote bags on the Prada website. It is black with like the triangle print, and it's got Prada on the front. Now I would go for the small size personally, because it comes with a detachable crossbody strap, which is key for me. I love to be able to crossbody my tote bags. Now the reason I don't think this will come very high on my wish list, I have tried this one on again. I think it's really beautiful, but this will come down to the decluttering. I have quite a lot of tote bags in my collection. I have my Louis Vuitton on the go. I've got Marc Jacobs tote bags. I've got my Christian Dior book tote bag here. So I have quite a few totes in my collection, and I don't really need to add another tote bag, but I like how simple this bag is. I like that it's all leather, and it might be that if I decide to axe some of the tote bags in my current collection, I might get this one as a replacement. Bag number 3 on my wish list, and it's made the wish list because I cannot stop thinking about it. I seriously cannot. It is the Mulberry Mini Alexa in the shiny blue. The only thing putting me off this bag is that it's got silver hardware, but I don't think this particular blue would actually work with gold hardware. I can see why they've gone down the blue route. Now I have my mini Alexa here in long green. She looks sensational. I really like this bag. I think it's a great size, and I think that these Mulberry Mini Alexa bags, and I think this one, the blue one in particular, is just over £1,000. I think they are really great value for money compared to a lot of the other brands. Like, to get a full leather bag, a really cool piece that really stands out for around £1,000 is unheard of in the realms of luxury, you know, the higher end luxury brands. And I'm definitely starting to look more at brands that I feel like I'm getting good value for money, but also a really cool piece. Anyway, this shiny blue was so beautiful. They also had in sale a gold, like a molten crinkled leather gold, and unfortunately it's sold out everywhere. I cannot seem to find one. So it might be that I could get the mini Alexa in the gold, and that would satisfy like 2 items on my wish list. I wouldn't get the Prada, and maybe I wouldn't get the blue. But anyway, the blue was so special. Don't know how I would style it, but wow, did it stand out. Bag number 4 is one that's really growing on me. It is the Mulberry Softie. And again, when I went to London, I saw like a tiny version of the bag, like a little wallet on chain. Now, I don't have any micro bags or nano bags really in my collection, because obviously most of them are pointless. You cannot fit anything inside. But I feel like if Mulberry bring this out, I saw a black one with silver hardware. If Mulberry bring this out in the right color, I would absolutely love to add one to my collection. And it would probably be that I would have to wear 2 bags, or I'd have to have pockets which could fit my phone inside, and then I would just wear a tiny bag. But I think it's so, so cute, and I would like to add a micro bag that I can fit cards in, and this one will fit cards in. I would like to add one to my collection. Bag number 5, and I can sense already you guys are gonna come for me in the comments, okay? Please do, why not? Give your opinion. This is a bag that I have slammed on this YouTube channel, but Instagram is changing my perception on it, okay? I'm being suckered in well and truly with this bag. It is the Chanel 22 bag. I originally, when I first saw pictures of this bag, the black shiny version, I thought it kind of looked like a bin bag, and I know a lot of people still have that perception. This bag though, in real life, and I have seen a few in real life now, especially in different colorways, they do look really cool. And they are super different to anything else. And I definitely have a style. I like quite boxy bags, I like quite structured bags, and I'm just craving maybe something a little bit different. Now, I recently purchased the YSL Icar tote bag, which is an oversized, soft kind of bag. But there's something about the 22. I think it's because it comes in different sizes and also different color combinations. Like the metallics are so beautiful. I know they have issues with the leather kind of peeling on some of them, and like cracks of the leather because of the way it like scrunches at the top. There's something about this bag though. And I feel like with Chanel price increases, this is one to get sooner rather than later if I decide to actually go for it. What do we think? Is the Chanel 22 on your list? Do you have one? I would love to get your thoughts. Whew, okay, we're nearly halfway there. Bag number 6 on the wish list. I'm gonna need to narrow this down. I'm just sharing everything with you so you know what is on my radar for this year. Okay, it's extensive, I said that. The 6th bag is the Fendi First midi bag. I've had my eye on this bag for so long. I have been into Fendi numerous times and tried it on. Do I get the small? Do I get the large? The midi size has just been released like a few weeks ago. This is an in between the small and the medium. I was like, the medium, is it too big? Will it be too heavy? The small, I just don't know. I didn't feel like the leather looked as beautiful as it did on the bigger one. So I think the midi size is going to be perfect. I am now just playing a waiting game with this bag. On the website, it's only available currently in the midi size in about 4 solid colors. And I would like this in a gray. I either want the light stone gray or the dove gray, which I tried the medium on in gray. So, a waiting game with this one. I want to add the Fendi First because I think it just looks so different to any bags in my collection. And I actually do think I would use it quite a lot, more probably as a shoulder bag. Bag number 7, and I think this is going to be on a lot of people's wish lists this year. This is the Celine Triomphe bag. Particularly, I would like the Teen Triomphe, and I'm just deciding which colorway. Again, I really want to go and try this bag on, and I want to see the colors in person. So a lot of people opt for the black with the gold hardware, which I think is beautiful. Personally, I feel like I've got a lot of black and gold bags in my collection, so I wouldn't go down this route. I would like to add a color. Now, I really do like the pink, the Celine pink with the gold hardware. I also really like the color Pebble. So I've never seen the pink or the Pebble in real life, and that is what I need to go and see in real life. I want to see this bag. I want to see what the leather is like and just try it on in general. This is one I'm excited about because I think it will replace some of the classics that we've seen for many, many years now, like the Louis Vuitton Pochette Batiste. I think the Celine brand in general is definitely gaining popularity. And yeah, this is actually a bag that I'm really excited about. Bag number 8 is from a brand that I have no bags from. So again, I'm excited. I feel like I'm venturing out of my usual comfort zone this year, potentially. This is the Bulgari Serpenti Eclipse bag. Now, I've been looking at Bulgari bags in general, and I do think when I've seen them in person, they look like fantastic quality. I love that they have like little gemstones as eyes. It's not a brand that I've been particularly invested in, purely because I don't really know a whole lot about the brand, and in terms of its resale value, I have focused a lot on Chanel and Louis Vuitton over the last few years. But now I'm wanting to really invest in pieces that mean something to me, that are really great quality, and I don't feel like I'm being absolutely potentially ripped off, okay? So Bulgari is a brand that I am looking at more and more, because when I have seen these bags in person, they seem like really great quality. They've got some really great colorways. I'm still not exactly sure whether it would be the Eclipse that I would go for. I really like the micro version. I think that's so cute. But I feel like I definitely need to go to Bulgari. I need to try some bags on and pick a style. I do think their leather looks so beautiful, especially when they're saturated. Maybe a yellow one with like a gold snake's head would look so, so cool. So yeah, for the first time ever, a Bulgari bag has made it onto my wish list. Bag number 9 would be a Lady Dior bag, which I said a while ago, maybe like well over a year ago, I would never buy this bag because I don't like the handles of the Lady Dior bag. I just don't like the shape of them. Let's fast forward a little bit. If you are a subscriber, you know this already. I ordered a Lady Dior small size in the diamond motif. So the matte black leather with the diamond. Oh my gosh. It was sensational. I was planning to keep that bag, and unfortunately, I got quite a few messages from people saying that the leather, like the coating on the leather, peels. And I decided that for the price that I paid, it was, you know, over £3,500. I didn't really want to be buying a problem that I would have to take back to Dior all the time, so I returned it. But I now have an empty place in my heart and in my collection where I think a Lady Dior should be. Now, I think when I do go down the route of buying a Lady Dior, I want something that is really special, that looks so beautiful and that is different. I don't want like a mainstream one that you can buy like all the time. I want as much as possible like more of a limited edition one that once it's gone, it's kind of gone. That is, I just want a really special piece. There is one that has just come out. It has all this beautiful embroidery on. I don't know if this is like a mainline piece. I've never seen it before. It is new. Maybe they will keep it on. I'm not too sure. I need to see this colour in person though. It's called Latte. So it comes in pink and it comes in this colour like a latte. And if it's more like a white, I would be inclined to go for it. If it's like a creamy off-white, I'm not too sure how easy it would be to style, but I would absolutely love to go and see this in person. This is one that I really do want to track down in episode 2 when we go to London and see my wishlist items. This is definitely one that I need to track down and try on and make a decision on whether this one might be the right one for me. We have just had a Dior price increase. This particular bag has just gone up £400. I'm slightly kicking myself that I didn't just order it online and maybe return it if it wasn't right before the price increase, but I was so busy with other things that I just kind of decided, no, we'll go and see it in person. We'll decide if we really like it. It's definitely cost me doing that, but I'm sure we will see more price increases from Dior anyway. Wow, bag number 10. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. Oh my gosh. This is a long wish list, right? I really need to narrow this down. The Dior mini saddle bag. I have had a saddle bag before. I bought a vintage version in camel with gold hardware, and I just decided I did not like the shape of the bag. However, the mini size of the bag I don't think looks too weird. I quite like the size of it. I really like it when people wear it crossbody, and they now come, all of them, with leather straps. So I think that's a really great point. I would really like maybe like a sage green with gold hardware. I would like the saddlebag in a different colour other than black and gold. I know that much if I were to add one of these bags to my collection. Now, I have tried the mini one in pink and gold, but I wasn't so sold on it. I feel like maybe that their sage green I think is really beautiful. So a mini saddlebag is definitely on the cards. Number 11 is the Alexander McQueen jeweled satchel mini bag. Now, this is either you love it or you hate it. It's either garish and horrible, or that is just like super cool bag. This I need to see in person. I would like to add another crystal bag to my collection, but I don't want it to be like Chanel crystal prices. I tried on a classic flap in green. It was so beautiful. It was like just over £12,000 in the UK, which blows my mind. I would not spend that on a Chanel classic flap. It's not my favorite style of bag anyway. So the McQueen retails at, I believe, just over £1,800 here in the UK. We've got the gold hardware on the front. We have the super thick chain. And this comes in quite a few different colours. It comes in orange, and it also comes in this like dark prune colour. So I'd like to see all the colours, and I would like to try it on and kind of gauge for myself whether this is actually too much of a garish in your face bag, or whether actually in real life it's really beautiful. This would definitely be probably more like an evening bag for me, something that really stands out. I have my green mini Alexa here. She's very much a day bag, but I love the green colour. I love styling it with like quite simple wardrobe and just having this really bright pop of colour. So for me, I would definitely like to see this in person. And finally, number 12, I like to put bags that don't exist on my wish list because I'm like, if they do ever exist, I would like to buy them. And this has happened. This has happened. I would like to add another Louis Vuitton Capucine Mini. I have my red one and my black one here with Python handle. I would maybe like to add another one to my collection. Possibly a green or a yellow. It would have to have gold hardware. That is like a non-compromisable part of the Capucine bag. It would also have to come with one of the nicer straps, like the chain straps, as opposed to the thick leather strap. Both of mine came with the thick leather strap, and I don't like the strap. I really don't. And for a bag that costs so much, this time I'm not compromising. Like, I am not getting another Capucine unless it's perfect. It would have to be, yeah, in a Colour that I really, really liked, with gold hardware with the nice chain. I would also like it to have a mother of pearl logo or a malachite logo. So the ones that are currently available, I don't really like the colour options or some of the leather and colour options. They have an emerald green with the malachite logo, but it's got an ostrich leather handle and it doesn't match the rest of the bag. So I'm not so keen on that one. But yeah, if I found one with a nice strap, with that was in a beautiful colourway that worked really well with a different type of logo, because I've got the kind of the standard logos on both of these, I would like a really, really special piece. So this one's on my wish list, but I don't know exactly what this looks like yet, and right now it doesn't exist. But we do see a lot of different colour combinations and different logo combinations of the capucines coming from Louis Vuitton all the time. So that's why I didn't want to not put this on my wish list, because if one came up and it was perfect, I would definitely quickly put that to the top of my list. But the dilemma that I need your help with here, okay, we've got a lot of pieces on the list, and I know that I will cross some of those off as I try them on and decide that they're not for me, and as I prioritize other ones. I just wanted to share everything that is currently on my radar. But there is a bag that isn't on my wish list that I've shared with you today that has been on my wish list for the last few years. And the reason I've not put it on is because I want to get your thoughts on this. It is the Hermes Birkin bag. I know it's not for everyone, but it is a bag that I do really like. I would like a size 30. And I would love your opinion on this. Do I get some of the bags that I've mentioned, but they are arguably more trendy? However, I think I would actually use them more. For example, the Lady Dior, I think I would actually use that quite a lot versus the Birkin, because I can't crossbody a Birkin bag. However, I've wanted one for so long, and I do feel like in terms of for the rest of my life, I would really like a beautiful, great quality tote bag like the Birkin from Hermes. So do I put my trendy bags, you know, all the ones I've just been through, do I put them on hold and just pursue the Birkin? I would really like to get one from store, which means I would need to probably buy quite a few things, build a relationship. I will, of course, I'm hoping to start my Hermes journey properly very soon. I will document that. We will go on a journey together, and I'm just wondering whether I fully commit to that and just stay completely focused, because obviously that's going to be an expensive route to try and get one from store potentially. Or do I get the other pieces that maybe I would use more, but they're arguably more trendy? Some of them will go in and out of fashion a lot quicker. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. So out of that entire list of accessories, the fashion piece and the bags, what is the item that I want the most from my wish list? To be honest, I don't know. I feel like, again, I need to go to London. I need to try some of these pieces on. I then need to get my spreadsheet. By the way, if you would like a copy of this spreadsheet, it is free. I'll pop a link in the download down below for you so that you can fill it out yourself. But I find them so helpful just to go through, putting all the prices in and then kind of weighing up what is worth it and what isn't. I need to do that. But there is an item that I know I would definitely add to my collection, which arguably then might be my most wanted item, and that is the Hermes Mini Constance belt. Like I said, I don't have any designer belts right now. It is an area where there are times I'm putting outfits on and I really wish I did have a really nice designer belt. It's one I've been eyeing up for the longest time. Either that or the garden party belt. Like, just a belt is something that I really need. Let me know in the comments down below what items are on your wish list for this year, and make sure you don't go anywhere, because episode 2, I will link the video here for you. We are going to be tracking down some of these wish list items, trying them on, and I'll be giving my final verdict and rearranging my wish list based on this. In episode 2, we are here in London. We are going to be tracking down some of the items on my wish list and some of the items on your wish list as well. The video is here. Enjoy.